Ladies and gentlemen, I want to share a truth with you today, something that, if you fully embrace it, has the power to transform your life forever. That truth is simple, but profound consistency is key. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, I've heard that before, right? But I want to ask you, are you truly living it? Are you applying this principle in every area of your life? Because it's easy to understand, but it's much harder to master. And here's the thing, success isn't built in a day. No, success is built over days, weeks, months, and years of consistent action. It's not about one big moment. It's about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, even when it's hard, even when the world tells you to stop. Let me tell you a secret: most people fail, not because they lack talent or vision, but because they give up too soon. They start strong. They get excited. They take those first few steps with passion and intensity. But when the results don't come fast enough, when they hit obstacles, they stop, they fall off track. And that's where the difference between winners and losers lies, not in the initial burst of energy, but in the long game. It's about the willingness to stay in the fight, to push through the tough times, to keep going when everyone else has quit. I want you to think about something. Have you ever seen someone who achieved incredible things and thought, how did they do that? They must have some magic formula. I'll tell you how they did it. They did it by showing up. They didn't quit when it was hard. They didn't stop when it felt like nothing was happening. They committed to the process, and they trusted that with each day they were getting closer to their goal. Here's the truth: success doesn't happen in a burst of inspiration. It happens in the small, steady actions you take day after day. If you want to get fit, you don't do it by working out once in a while. You do it by showing up consistently week in and week out. If you want to build a business, you don't do it by working for a few days and then taking a break for a month. You do it by working at it every single day. Whether you see immediate results or not, your consistent effort compounds. The small actions add up over time and eventually create something extraordinary. So let me ask you, where are you right now? What's something you've started but haven't stayed consistent with? It could be a dream, a goal, a relationship, a project, or even your own personal development. What if you committed to showing up every single day, even when it gets hard, even when it feels like progress is slow? I promise you, over time, the small things you do will build into something massive. Don't let the noise of the world distract you. Don't let the temporary setbacks throw you off course. The people who succeed are the ones who keep moving forward when no one is watching, when no one is cheering them on, when they don't feel like it. They're the ones who realize that every step counts, no matter how small. But here's the final piece of the puzzle: consistency requires discipline. And discipline is a muscle you can build. It doesn't come naturally to most of us, but with effort and intention, we can all develop it. Every time you choose to take the right action, even when you're tempted to take the easy road, you strengthen that muscle. And soon enough, it becomes second nature. I want you to picture yourself in the future. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the life you desire. What would it look like if you stayed consistent? What if, instead of waiting for a miracle, you created one through consistent effort? What would you be capable of in a year? 5 years? 10 years? This is your time. You have the power to make it happen. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is the decision to show up every single day, no matter what. The key to your success is right in front of you, and it's called consistency. So let's make a pact. Starting today, let's commit to showing up. Let's commit to staying consistent, even when it's tough, even when the road is long, and even when we don't feel like it. Because I promise you, if you keep showing up, you will win. Consistency is the foundation of all achievement. It's the driving force that propels people toward their goals, regardless of the obstacles they face. The truth is, talent and inspiration may get you started, but it's consistency that keeps you going when the excitement fades. It's easy to begin something with enthusiasm, but what really matters is how you show up day after day, putting in the work even when it feels like nothing is happening. Consistency means making small, steady efforts every single day, building momentum, and trusting that those efforts will eventually pay off. Without consistency, even the greatest potential goes untapped. When you commit to consistency, you make a promise to yourself to push through the difficult times. It's the moments when things are tough that will test your commitment. Those who stay consistent are the ones who succeed in the long run, because they don't give up when challenges arise. They understand that success doesn't come overnight. It's a process, a series of actions, often behind the scenes, that build over time. Whether it's honing a skill, improving fitness, or working toward a career milestone, consistency is what creates lasting change. It's easy to get distracted by flashy short-term results or to feel disheartened by slow progress. But in reality, consistent actions, even small ones, create the most lasting transformation. It's the person who practices a little each day, no matter how small the effort, who eventually becomes great. The key is sticking with it, understanding that consistency compounds, and the effort you put in today lays the groundwork for success tomorrow. The people who thrive are the ones who stay true to their path and don't give up when results aren't immediate. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. It's the ability to stay focused and make the right decisions, even when it's hard or when the motivation isn't there. Discipline requires you to take action, even on days when you feel tired, uninspired, or distracted. It's easy to act when everything is going well and the path seems clear, but real discipline shows up when you face challenges, when there's no immediate reward, and when temptation to quit is strong. Discipline means pushing through those moments, keeping your eyes on the long-term vision, and not allowing short-term discomfort or distractions to derail you. The power of discipline lies in its ability to help you stay consistent, even when the initial excitement of a goal fades. It turns vague desires into real, tangible outcomes because it keeps you moving forward regardless of the circumstances. A disciplined person doesn't wait for motivation to strike. They create their own motivation by sticking to a plan, taking action, and building habits that align with their objectives. It's a commitment to doing what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel at the moment. Discipline also means saying no to things that might derail your progress. It requires you to make tough choices, to prioritize your time and energy, and to recognize that every action you take either moves you closer to your goal or pulls you away from it. It's not just about what you do, it's about being intentional with your choices and consistently choosing the actions that will bring you closer to the life you envision. Success is not a singular event or a single moment of glory. It is the result of many small, consistent actions taken over time. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that requires patience, persistence, and the ability to keep going even when immediate results are not visible. The people who achieve extraordinary things understand that success isn't about finding shortcuts or relying on bursts of inspiration. It's about showing up every day, putting in the work, and trusting the process, even when the path seems unclear. Success is the outcome of relentless effort, coupled with the discipline to stay the course. What sets successful individuals apart is their willingness to embrace the journey, not just focus on the destination. They understand that the road to success is often filled with challenges and setbacks, but those challenges are not roadblocks, they are opportunities to learn, grow, and adapt. Success is not linear, and the path can be unpredictable, but those who succeed are the ones who refuse to give up, no matter how many obstacles they face. In reality, success is built on the foundation of many small, seemingly insignificant actions. It's the extra hour of work, the extra step forward when everyone else has stopped, and the commitment to continuously improve. While the road may seem long and the progress slow at times, each action, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goal. The key is not to be discouraged by temporary setbacks or delayed results. The successful individual understands that the journey is part of the process and that every effort counts toward the bigger picture. Success is about staying focused and consistent, no matter what. Persistence is the quality that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who give up along the way. It's the ability to keep moving forward, no matter how many times you encounter failure, rejection, or setbacks. Most people stop when things get difficult. They let one failure define their path, or they abandon their efforts when they don't see instant results. But persistence is about refusing to let temporary obstacles stop you from reaching your ultimate goal. It's the mindset that says, no matter what happens, I will continue moving forward. True persistence comes from a deep belief in your vision and a commitment to see it through, no matter how long it takes. It's about showing up every day, even when things seem to be going backward. You may not always have control over the challenges that arise, but you always have control over your response. The key is to stay in the game, keep adjusting your approach, and never lose sight of why you started in the first place. Every successful person has faced adversity. They've faced rejection, failure, and doubt, but what sets them apart is their unwavering commitment to persist. They understand that failure is not the end, it's simply part of the journey. They see each setback as a lesson, a chance to improve, and a step closer to their goal. Persistence is about resilience. It's about bouncing back from disappointment and continuing to take action, even when you feel like the world is working against you. It's the quality that transforms dreams into reality. Because the people who persist are the ones who eventually succeed. Action is the bridge that connects dreams to reality. Without taking action, even the most well-intentioned goals remain nothing more than thoughts. It's easy to dream, to imagine the life you want, but the only way to turn those dreams into something tangible is to act. Action is what brings your ideas to life, transforms plans into results, and moves you forward toward your goals. It's the critical ingredient that separates those who achieve from those who only wish for success. Taking action requires courage. It's about stepping outside your comfort zone, overcoming the fear of failure, and moving forward even when the path isn't clear. Many people struggle with taking that first step or even continuing when things get tough. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time to take action. Waiting for the perfect circumstances can keep you stuck in the planning phase forever. But action is what creates momentum, and once you take that first step, it becomes easier to take the next one. and the next until you are on a path of progress. Moreover, consistent action is what compounds over time to create massive results. It's not about taking giant leaps every day, but rather about showing up and taking consistent steps. Whether those steps are big or small doesn't matter. What matters is that you keep moving. Every action, no matter how small, builds upon the last, and before you know it, those small efforts accumulate, and you find yourself closer to your goal than you ever imagined. The key to progress is not perfection, but action. The more action you take, the more you learn, adjust, and move towards success. It is action that shapes your future. Commitment is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It's the decision to dedicate yourself fully to a cause, a goal, or a vision, no matter the obstacles that may arise. When you commit to something, you are making a promise to yourself and to the process. Commitment is about showing up even when things get difficult, even when the initial excitement fades, and even when you feel like the odds are stacked against you. It's about doing what needs to be done, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary to achieve your long-term goals. The true power of commitment lies in its ability to keep you going when motivation wanes. It's easy to start something with enthusiasm and energy, but true success comes from sticking with it day in and day out, even when things aren't moving as quickly as you hoped. When you are committed, you refuse to let setbacks or failures derail you. Instead, you see them as part of the journey, as learning experiences that ultimately bring you closer to your goal. Commitment also requires the ability to make tough choices. It's about saying no to distractions, to the things that don't align with your goals. It's about prioritizing the actions that will lead you to success, even when they're not the most exciting or the easiest to execute. A person who is truly committed understands that success is not just about big moments or breakthroughs, but about the everyday decisions they make that move them closer to their desired outcome. They invest in the process, not just the result, and they trust that their commitment will pay off in time. Effort is the energy you put into pursuing your goals. It's the force behind every action, the drive that propels you forward, even when you're tired, discouraged, or facing challenges. Effort is about how much you are willing to invest in yourself and your dreams. It's not just about how hard you work, but how consistently you give your best day in and day out. Many people mistakenly believe that success comes easily or that talent alone is enough to achieve great things. The reality is that without effort, even the best ideas and skills will remain dormant. Effort is what makes the difference when progress feels slow, when the results aren't immediate, or when the road ahead seems too difficult. It's the willingness to push through those tough times, to keep working toward your goal, even when it feels like you're not making progress. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it, and doing the work regardless of how you're feeling. Your effort is the way you demonstrate your commitment to your goal, and it's the signal you send to the world that you are serious about your success. Effort also requires a mindset of continuous improvement. It's not enough to put in effort once and expect success. You must consistently evaluate your actions, learn from your mistakes, and adjust your approach. Effort means being persistent, but also being smart. It's about working efficiently, pushing yourself to grow, and taking the necessary steps to improve over time. Effort is what transforms dreams into reality. It's the tangible manifestation of your determination and the most powerful tool you have in creating the life you desire. Growth is a continuous, often challenging process that demands both patience and resilience. It's the ability to evolve and improve no matter where you are on your journey. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't always happen in the way you expect. In fact, growth is often messy. It involves pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, trying new things, failing, learning, and trying again. The people who succeed are not the ones who avoid failure, but the ones who learn from it, adapt, and continue to move forward. Growth requires embracing change and being willing to step into the unknown even when there's uncertainty. True growth is not just about achieving external goals, but about developing internally, about becoming stronger, more resilient, and more capable. It's about expanding your mindset, challenging your limitations, and breaking through the barriers that hold you back. The process of growth involves questioning old habits and beliefs, replacing them with new, empowering ones. It's about becoming a better version of yourself each day, even when the progress feels slow or invisible. Growth doesn't just happen when things are going well. It often happens during the tough times when you are forced to confront your weaknesses and build strength. Those who embrace growth understand that there's no final destination. It's a lifelong journey. They seek constant improvement in every area of their life, mentally, emotionally, and physically. They look for opportunities to learn, expand, and challenge themselves. They recognize that every experience, whether positive or negative, has something to teach them. Growth is not about being perfect. It's about being willing to evolve, to push yourself beyond your comfort zone, and to embrace the discomfort that comes with progress. The more you grow, the more capable you become of achieving what once seemed impossible. Patience is the ability to remain calm and composed, especially when the results you're working for are taking longer than you'd like. It's the understanding that good things take time and that the journey to success is rarely fast or easy. In a world that thrives on instant gratification, patience can seem like a lost art. We often want results right away, whether it's seeing the fruits of our hard work or achieving our goals. But the reality is that success, growth, and change don't happen overnight. Patience is about trusting the process, even when progress feels slow or invisible. When you cultivate patience, you learn to stay the course, regardless of how long it takes to see results. You stop focusing solely on the outcome and start embracing the journey, understanding that every step, no matter how small, is part of the bigger picture. Patience teaches you that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities to learn and refine your approach. Instead of rushing or forcing results, you take the time to build a solid foundation to develop your skills and to make consistent progress. Patience also allows you to manage your expectations and avoid becoming frustrated when things don't go according to plan. It's about maintaining a long-term perspective, knowing that success is a marathon, not a sprint. In moments of doubt or discouragement, patience gives you the strength to keep going, to push forward, and to trust that your efforts will eventually pay off. It's in these moments that your true character is built, as patience teaches you to handle adversity with grace and stay focused on the bigger picture. Focus is the ability to direct your attention and energy toward what truly matters, blocking out distractions and staying aligned with your goals. It's the art of staying on track despite the noise of everyday life and the temptations that pull you in different directions. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with information, notifications, and interruptions, which makes it easy to lose sight of what we're working towards. But focus is the key to achieving any goal, as it allows you to give your best effort to the tasks that move you closer to your dreams. When you focus, you create clarity. Instead of being overwhelmed by everything that needs to be done, you can prioritize the actions that are most important and impactful. Focus helps you eliminate unnecessary tasks, distractions, and procrastination so you can concentrate on the steps that matter most. The more focused you are, the more efficient and effective you become, which means that you can achieve more with less effort. It's not about working harder, but working smarter by directing your attention to the right things at the right time. Focus also requires the ability to say no. It's the discipline to avoid things that will drain your time and energy, whether they are activities, people, or even your own negative thoughts. When you are focused, you understand that every choice you make is a step in the direction of your goals, and you take responsibility for how you allocate your time and resources. Focus is about doing the things that will move you forward and letting go of the things that keep you stuck. It's the driving force behind success, helping you push through challenges and stay committed to your vision.